this is what your guys' historian book should look like, and what you should have gotten from your club. If you're not, see Laura, she will get you one. If you go through it, it will have your historian roles in the club, and that is serving the club as a historian means you're responsible for gathering and documenting in written visual information. The scrapbook produced by the historian should be brought to each meeting for the club to enjoy during refreshments or during another time designated by the president. That is your kind of role as historians. Your duties are to organize a scrapbook that tells your 4-H club story of the year, collect items about the club and its members, like if you get letters from people, you're supposed to collect them and put them in your book. Submit your scrapbook at the end of, on September 1st of that year, or this year. And that's pretty much all you have to do. You have a page that says your goals, and it has in here featured articles. The news reporter has to at least have 2 featured articles in the newspaper, and you need to find those articles, cut them out, and put them in your scrapbook. My best advice would be to copy that newspaper article and put the copied paper in your scrapbook, because otherwise it will fade and it will not look as good when you go to look in the future at it. So you need to have your club's outline for the year, which kind of looks like this, like your schedule of what all you're doing. You need to have your club's charter, which are like the bylaws of the club, which if you don't have those, I would see your club main advisor, and they will get you a copy of those. Ribbons that the group wins from like parades or whatever throughout the year. Invitations sent out or received. So if you get a thank you letter, you need to put it in the scrapbook. You need to get the letter from the secretary, who should have the letter, and put it in the scrapbook. If you get a certificate for doing a community service, you need to put that in the scrapbook. Just things like that. So that is, and you fill out your goals worksheet, like getting pictures at meetings. You should get pictures of like the club, everybody, all the officers I would get pictures of and say like what they do. I would also get pictures of the advisors, kind of the brief summary of what they do and whatnot. So that's pretty much the historian book. Okay, now, after your hands-on activity with you guys. So this is kind of what we're going to do. We're going to get pictures that kind of look like this, and this is kind of what a page should look like, but you'll actually have pictures that you print out. And you'll put like what the club did and like who was involved with it and like what it is. Try and put dates on it. Everybody that was there, put all their names. And if you don't know somebody, take that picture to the club, ask who this is so you can have correct information in your club. So I'm going to, you guys can all pick out a piece of paper out of here and just put it up here at the perforated edge. And you guys can all take a piece of paper out that you want. There's some 4-H clippers that you guys can use. You need some ones. There you go. The different ones. There you go. A few more. I have a bunch of scrap paper that you guys can use, and anything that you cut out you can pretty much almost save, because you don't have to throw away an entire page. Like some of these you can still use, like this you can still use, like this bottom part on it. So there's this to use it if you guys want to use that. I have green paper color. And I have white. I should have enough pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not the best pictures, but try and write a description of what the picture is. And just like, here's tape that you guys can use. I don't have one of those. We have scissors and markers also. They may not all work, but for the most part they should. And you guys can just create like a scrapbook page of like what you would put in your club book, and if you want to use like border paper up there, you can. I have paper cutters also, which is like one right there and one, yeah.
Can you instruct them on how to do it?
Yeah.
Because I would probably type the girl. I got it in there.
There's some.
Stacey,
What?
I'm gonna leave these laid there. When you're all done, you can have those fill them out, have them fill them out and bring them back when you're slow.
So, this is a paper cutter, and I would recommend this if you want straight lines. For the most part, you just put your piece of paper in. You just put your piece of paper in. If you guys want to see this, you like line it up on the edge here. You can measure it out. This one has like a ruler. You can measure out what you want, and you can cut it, and it cuts a straight line for you. As long as your paper is straight on the edge, it should cut a straight line. And then like the tape runner right here, you can buy these at Walmart or whatever. And then just use like, I wouldn't use a lot of it, just use like some in the corners to like keep it as far as possible so you can have it as long. Also, if whatever you buy for the scrapbook and turn that back in for the club, you should get your money back. Turn receipts in and you will get your money back for it because it is for the club, not all yours. And then these are like different scissors that have like different edges on them. That you can also cut around pictures or captions or stuff. You can also type captions or whatever. You want to put one at this table. This one, when you go to cut, you have to push it down all the way. If you guys want to cut anything, there's that one. Throw some scissors there. Here's a marker. So there's some scissors. And you guys might have to share these, which these are another way of taking pictures. Is you just like rip one off, like this one. And come up here. You just pull it here and you stick it in like the corner, and you just peel this top off, and it's sticky on both sides, and you stick it to your page. So there's some of those that you can use. You might have to share that table. Scissors only, 2 of them. 2 pieces. You guys have extra pictures over here? You got one. So if you guys want to use papers and stuff and create a funky little page with your picture and a caption, whatever, you guys can use this paper. There you go. You can kind of pick and choose throughout that whatever you want to get. Here's some green. Use that. You just take that bigger. And here's some white. To use backgrounds and stuff. You can use whatever's in here.
We don't have any streaks in there. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I have another adhesive thing for you guys, so when they're done using theirs, just ask them for theirs to stick stuff on. You want this dark green, light green. And some of your scraps can be useful, like if you go and cut something out, have just like a little bit left, like you can still use all this part, so I wouldn't throw it away. If you guys want blank cards to write stuff on, use white ones. Here's another white card if you want. Here's some white cards if you want. You can buy these like big packets of paper at Walmart. And you can buy them all different sizes, or different sizes, colors, patterns. They're like $5 at Walmart. And you get like 50 sheets on them. They're all double-sided, so they're really kind of useful. You can also buy like big pages of 4-H clovers. Like this was a big full 12 by 12 piece of paper that I had, and I just took and cut off like certain clovers and just used them in the projects. So that's one thing you can do to get 4-H clovers. You can also get these. If you guys need any help with anything, just let me know. If you need sticky stuff.
Yeah.
Can I borrow this real quick? Would you still need one? There you go.
I got some.
You got some? If that runs out, just let me know. I have more. This is kind of just the one I put together since I didn't really have very much stuff here. But you can buy stickers and stuff. One place that you can buy like a lot of 4-H stuff and like Henry County stuff is the Scrapbook Corner in Archibald, which I have a little card thing for you guys. And that's what I got the paper. And you can buy Henry County stickers, and it says Henry County Fair on it. A lot of different stuff like that. And it's kind of useful to put in your scrapbook.
You cut that out.
There's a bunch of different stuff in here. I'm sorry.
Oops.
Which, if the club doesn't have one of the, like a paper cutter already, you can ask if you can go out and buy one, and then have it for the club to use in further years. And they're kind of useful. I mean, they last a long time. You just have to buy new blades every couple years if you don't use it very much. If you guys don't want to use white, there's other colors which you found. This was sticks. Sticks.
Okay, so you're close. There's another, there's two before that, but that would be in like new business where you would discuss it with your club and make sure it's okay.
Does anybody else want like smaller little 4-H clovers? Because I can cut you out some more if you want some. You want some more? How small ones do you want?
I just